Hello everyone and welcome to the first of the NFC wildcard games in the 1990 Boomer Esiason replay. We are at Giant Stadium for the clash of the two NFC East wildcards, the Philadelphia Eagles visiting the New York Giants. Both teams finishing with a record of 11-5, both teams winning one game in the head-to-head. Both teams finishing 5-3 in the division, and the only decider that was left was the conference records. Giants had 9-3, and Eagles had 8-4. So the Giants get the home field advantage. And as you can see, the score after 3 quarters is 6-6. Scoring has been as follows, and there's been 2 major injuries for the Eagles. In the first period, it was 0-0, but with 1 minute remaining, the quarterback, Cunningham, was injured and will not return to the game, so they've got Jim McMahon in at quarterback. In the second quarter, Matt Barr hit a 33-yard field goal for the Giants to take the lead, and with 15 seconds left in the half, Roger Ruzek converted a 52-yard field goal for the Eagles. In the third quarter, Ruzek gave the Eagles the lead with 7:15 remaining. And at 6 minutes, the starting center, David Alexander, was injured for the Eagles, and he's out for the rest of the game. Bruce Culley is coming in to replace him. And with 45 seconds left in the third period, Matt Barr, with a 37-yard field goal, tied the game at 6-6. So that's where we are. And currently the Eagles, at the start of the fourth quarter, are 2nd and 21 at their own 15. So McMahon out on the field, 2nd and 21. It's going to be a medium pass against a safe defense. They're both playing on -1 adjustments, and McMahon has a +1 on his Y rating from the New York defense. So we have a medium pass against a safe defense. McMahon takes the snap, drops back and looks for Keith Byers, 21. McMahon is a AAA. So it's going to fall incomplete. 3rd down and 21 to the Eagles, tied 6-6. The winners will go to either the Redskins or the Bears, dependent on the other NFC game. So we're at 3rd and 21, long against a pass defense. McMahon takes a snap, drops back, and he's looking for Fred Barnett. It's going to be an unusual result. It's going to be an 11-yard sack by Eric Howard, but there is a flag on the play. See what the flag is. And it is offensive holding, and that's going to be declined. So they'll take the 11-yard, put them on their own 4, and that will bring out punter Jeff Fiegels. Snap is taken. Fiegels kicks the ball. Is he an A or B return? He is not. So he gets a 39-yard punt off, which will be at the Eagles' 43-yard line. It's going to be returned by Dave Meggett. And Mega will return it 4 yards down to the 39-yard line of the Eagles. So the Giants with great field position. 1st and 10 at the Eagles, 39. Phil Simms brings out his troops. 1st and 10, outside run against a safe defense. Simms takes the snap, drops back, looks to hand off to Otis Anderson, 43. Is EC a zero run? He's not. So I'll go XR. 65. Outside run of Anderson is a B. So it's going to go to the go chart. And he's going to score, going to get a touchdown. 14 minutes remaining. A 39-yard rush for Otis Anderson. Gives the Giants the lead, the first touchdown of the game. And out comes Sean Landetta for the extra point. And Landetta is... Sorry, it's going to be Matt Barr for the extra point. It's a double A. The kick is up and it is good. So with 14 minutes remaining in this wildcard game, the Giants score the first touchdown of the game, leading 13-6. Matt Barr kicks off. He's a D kickoff, 23. It'll be a 62-yard kick down to the 3-yard line of the Giants, and it's going to be returned by Marvin Hargrove. And Hargrove is going to return it 9 yards to the 12-yard line, and a first down for the Eagles, trailing just by 1 score. Need to get my special situations chart out ready. But at this point, 7 points. I don't think there's no difference. They're going to keep playing the cards. So McMahon brings his side out. Remember, Cunningham out for the rest of the game. It's going to be a long pass against a pass defense. So McMahon takes the snap, drops back, looking for Fred Barnett again. Is H a zero pass? He is not. So the quarterback is dragged down for a sack, and it's going to be in the end zone, 13 yards. So it's going to be a safety. And he's bent down. By Eric Howard. 13-yard sack. They were 1st and 10 at their own 12. So Howard drags down McMahon in the end zone for a safety. So a 9-point lead now, 2-score lead. And Roger Ruzak will kick the ball off from their own 20. It's going to be a poor kick, 44 yards to the 36 of the Giants. It's going to be returned by Dave Meggett. And Meggett will return it 17 yards into Giants territory at the Giants 47-yard line. 1st and 10 to the Giants at the Eagles 47-yard line. 1st and 10 to the Giants, and suddenly they explode at the start of this 4th quarter. Medium pass against a blitz. Simms takes the snap, looking for Mark Bavaro. 13 sims is an A completion, and he'll get a completion of 12 yards to Bavaro, 1st and 10 at the Eagles 35. 1st and 10 to the Giants. Outside run against a safe defense. Sims under center, calling the signals, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Otis Anderson. Is FB a 0 run? He's not. So Anderson goes to the XR column. He's greater than an E, yes. So he's going to go. He's going to go on the go chart again. 44. 34 yards down to the 1 yard line, and the Giants have just come out of the gate at this 4th period, and the Eagles have got no answer to them. 1st and goal at the 1. Screen pass against a pass defense. This could be all but over very quickly. McMahon drops back. Looks for Mark Bavaro. Is A a 2 pass? He is not. And Mark Bavaro is GA a 0 pass? He is not. So he gets the yard that they need for another touchdown. And suddenly the Giants are putting this game out of reach very, very quickly. 12 minutes remaining. The extra point is good. So 22 points to 6 now is the score. 12 minutes remaining. And Matt Barr will kick off. A 48-yard kick. Quite short, only as far as the 17-yard line of the Eagles, and it's going to be returned by Kenny Jackson. And Jackson will return it 18 yards out to the 35-yard line of the Eagles. Eagles trailing now by 16 points. And so they will use box B. Inside run against a pass. McMahon takes the snap, drops back, hands it off to Anthony Toney. Is I a 2 run? He is a 2 run. So it gets no gain, and they just can't get started in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Medium pass against a pass defense. McMahon takes a snap, 7 steps back, looks for Keith Byers. Is A a 0 pass? No, he is not. Is he rated 1? No, he is not. So hopeful throw for McMahon. He's a 4Y. It's going to be incomplete. 11 minutes remaining. 3rd down and 10. Medium pass against a pass defense. They've got to complete this. McMahon drops back, looks for Heath Sherman. A or I a 2 pass. Well, A is a 2 pass. We already know that. And again, it's another hopeful throw from McMahon. And another incomplete. So they're going to bring out Jeff Fiegels to punt the ball away. Fiegels with a 43-yard punt. No return, but there is a flag on the play. offsides on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down. So Eagles will come out again and kick, this time from his own 30. Ball is snapped, and it's going to be an unusual result. 56. The punter fumbles it, and he manages to get off a punt, but only 21 yards. And so, with 10:30 remaining, the Giants take over. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. And they lead by 16. They're still on the normal cards at the moment. So a short pass against a run defense. Phil Simms takes the snap, looks to pass. To Dave Meggett. Is TA a 2 pass? He is not. So it's just out of reach and incomplete unless Meggett has got the exceptional, and he hasn't. So incomplete pass, 2nd down, 10:15 remaining. 2nd and 10. Short pass against a safe defense. So again, Simms drops back, looks again for Dave Meggett. EC a 0 pass. He's not. So Meggett will go to the XS column. 45 is SB a 0 pass. He is. So he'll just get 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down, but will also mean that we're moving into another segment of special situations. And so they lead by 16. They'll use box D, but not for 3rd down. So it'll be off the card. 3rd and 8 is going to be a short pass against a pass defense. Simms takes the snap, drops back, looks for Mark Bavaro. It's going to be an unusual result. It's going to be incomplete. And it's an intentional grounding call. Intentional grounding on the offense, 10-yard penalty. We play 3rd down, so it's going to be 3rd and 18. Medium pass against a pass. Simms drops back, looks for Lewis Tillman, but it's a hopeful throw. It's going to end up incomplete as we move to 9 minutes 30, and that will bring out Sean Landetta to punt the ball. Roll it again because we lost a dice. Landetta is not an A return, so he's going to get a 42-yard punt. Down to the 17-yard line of the Eagles, and it's going to be returned by Marvin Hargrove. And he will tries to get away but loses a yard in the attempt. So 1st and 10 at their own 16. And we're now using box C for Philadelphia. So a medium pass against a blitz. McMahon drops back, looks for Calvin Williams. McMahon is a AAA, and so he's going to get a completion of 13 yards to Williams, and they get a 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 29. But really, this game was all over in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this 4th quarter, tied at 6-6 at the end of the quarter, but we've had 2 touchdowns and a safety to put a 3-score lead. They've got to score 3 times. Remember, there's no 2 points in 1990. So 1st and 10, and it's going to be a long pass against a pass defense. McMahon drops back, looks for Fred Barnett. Is H a 0 pass? He isn't. So it's going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down. So 8:13 remaining in this game. 1st and 5 to the Eagles, and it's going to stay long against a pass defense. McMahon drops back. Again, looks for Fred Barnett. 15 on a AAA. He's going to complete this for 27 yards. Down to the 39-yard line of the Giants. 1st and 10 at the Giants 39. McMahon staying long against the pass. Drops back, and again he's looking for Fred Barnett. FB or GB a 0 pass. GB is a 0 pass. So the quarterback gets sacked for 11 yards. So McMahon is sacked and back to the 50-yard line. And he's sacked by there he is, Leonard Marshall. So 2nd down and a long way. 2nd and 21. And it's going to be a medium pass against a pass defense. McMahon drops back. Looks for Keith Byers. Is K a 0 pass? He is. So he's going to complete this for 17 yards. Gets them down to the 33-yard line. So it's 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. They've got to convert this outside run against a safe defense. McMahon takes the snap and he hands the ball off to Heath Sherman. Is a quarterback a 2-run? He is not. And Sherman is chased out of bounds after a gain of a yard. So it's going to be 4th and 3, and they're going to stay on the field and go for it. 3 scores required, 4th and 3. It's going to be a screen pass against a run defense. So McMahon under the center takes the snap, drops back. Looking for Fred Barnett on the screen. Is EB a 0 run? Is a 0 pass? He is not. So he's going to go to the XS column. Is I a 2 pass? He is not. So a 10-yard gain and a 1st down. 6 minutes remaining, and the Eagles are down at the Giants' 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Long pass against a pass defense. So going for everything at this time. McMahon drops back, looks for Calvin Williams. Is EC a 0 pass? Well, we've already had that, and he's not a 0 pass. So he's going to go to the XL column. Is A 2 pass? He is. And so the quarterback dumps the ball off to Keith Jackson, and he's going to get a gain of 19 yards down to the 4-yard line. 5 minutes 30 remaining. First and goal to the Eagles on the 4-yard line. So it's going to be a screen pass against a pass defense. McMahon takes the pass, takes the snap, drops back, looking for Calvin Williams. Is EB a zero pass? He is not. Is IJOK a 2 pass? No. So it's completed for a touchdown. Calvin Williams from Jim McMahon, and they bring out Roger Rusek for the extra point. And the kick is good. So we've got a 2-score game. Five minutes and 30 seconds to go, and they're going to go for an onside kick. They've got to go onside kick. So Roger Rusek. High spinning kickoff drops 12 yards, 1 hop into the hands of a receiving team member. So just a 12-yard kick down to the 47-yard line of Philadelphia, and the Giants will take over there. 2 scores in it. So that's where the circles with the stars come in, and the circles without the stars come in for game on the line. First down and 10 to the Giants, and let's see what they're playing. We're inside 5 minutes, inside 6 minutes, and we lead by 9. So using column box D, outside run against a run. Sims takes the snap, drops back, hands the ball off to Rodney Hampton. Is TA a 0 run? He's not. So gets 7 yards and steps out of bounds. Second and 3. Inside run against a run defense. Sims takes the snap, hands the ball off to Maurice Carthon. Is B a 0 run? He is not. Is EA a 2 run? He is not. So there's no gain. Third down and 3 at the Eagles 40. So they're going to go for a long pass against a blitz. Interesting on 3rd and 3 when you're leading by this much, but let's see what happens. Sims takes a snap, drops back, looks for Mark Ingram. Is B a 2 pass? He is not. Go to the XL, and there is a flag on the play. 35. Is the quarterback's X less than 4? It is not. Open man, so he's going to go deep. For 41 yards, it will be a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. False start prior to the snap. On the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down. So the touchdown is called back for a false start. The play ruled dead. So we're now at 3rd and 8 from the 45-yard line. 3rd and 8. Short pass against a safe defense. McMahon takes the snap, just takes a short drop back, looking for Howard Cross. Is D a 0 pass? He is not. So it's going to be a solo tackle made, and Cross will gain 7 yards. So it's going to be short of the first down, and so 38-48, 55-yard field goal would be the attempt. Let's have a look what we've got here, but it would leave them in good position if they miss it. So he's an A over 40 yards, so 55 yard. So they're going to bring the punter out. So Sean Landetta will come out and punt, and he'll look for the coffin corner. So it goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And so 3:45 remaining in this game. Eagles 1st and 10 at their own 7. Needing 2 scores. Jim McMahon comes out, is looking long against a pass. Drops back, looks for Fred Barnett. D or C, a 2 pass. Let's have a look what that says about Greg Jackson. If he's rated 2, if it's a blitz, and it's not a blitz, so it's rated 1. And so he's not rated 2, so we're going to be complete. To Barnett. I'm going to go to the Excel chart. Is the quarterback's X greater than 7? It is not. So we're going to get 31 yards though. Out to the 38-yard line. 3:15 remaining. So 1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line, and they're going to go long against a pass yet again. McMahon trying to get this down to a 1-score game. Drops back, looks for Fred Barnett again. McMahon is a AAA, so he's going to get a gain of 26 yards into Giants territory, down to the 36-yard line. 2:45 remaining, and we go to the final column here. We're trailing by 9, so we're still using box C. And again, it's going to be a long pass against a pass defense. McMahon drops back, looks for Fred Barnett. Is EB a 2 pass? He is a 2 pass because we're in the Giants half. So the quarterback is going to dump the ball off. Still to Kevin Barnett. He manages to make that. And he's going to get 14 yards. Down to the 22-yard line. 2:15 remaining. 1st down and 10. To the Eagles, trailing by 9. Need 2 scores. Medium pass against a pass defense. McMahon takes the snap, drops back. Looks for Keith Jackson. It's going to be an unusual result. It's going to be a flag on the play, but it's going to go to the X column. Is the quarterback's X greater than 5? Well, we know it's not. He's going to get 20 yards. I'll put them down on the 2. Tripped over on the 2-yard line, but what is the penalty? And they're going to be brought back for a false start on the offense. So the clock stopped. And it's going to be 1st and 15. at the 27-yard line. 1st and 15. Long pass against a pass defense. McMahon takes a snap, drops back, looks for Keith Jackson. 65 is H0 pass. He's not. Oh, he's going to be dragged down. He's going to be sacked 13 yards, and they don't want this. The 2-minute warning comes up, and it's going to be 2nd and 28. Long pass against the pass defense. 2nd and 28 from the Giants' 40-yard line. McMahon steps back again, looking for Fred Barnett. Is G a 0 pass? He isn't. And he's sacked again. They got to him again. The Eagles call a timeout. 1:50 remaining. 3rd down and a long way. Long pass against a pass. They've got to make some yards here. McMahon drops back, looking for Calvin Williams. Is D a 0 pass? He is not. So it's going to be a speculative throw. It's going to be incomplete for a 4th down, and they're going to have to go for it. So 4th down, long pass against the pass defense. McMahon must make this, otherwise the game is over. McMahon drops back, looks for Calvin Williams. 54 is I a 0 pass. He is not. Oh, he is, yes. So he's going to dump it off for 15 yards, but it's not going to be enough. And it's going to be turned over. So the Giants take over, and Sims is going to take a knee. The Eagles will call a timeout. So 2nd and 11 for the Giants at their own 36-yard line. And again, a knee taken. And the Eagles will use their final timeout. And Philadelphia will take a knee, bringing up 4th down. And they'll bring Sean Landetta on to punt the ball away. And they'll get a 43-yard punt down to the 23-yard line of the Eagles. It's going to be returned by Thomas Sanders. And he's going to get a long return. Going to get 19 yards out to the 42-yard line. And McMahon is going to have a couple of plays at the most. He's going to go long against a pass. They have to score on this and then hope they can squeeze something out. So he's going to go long to Keith Jackson. SB, a 2 pass. He's not. And again, it's just a hopeful throw. It's going to be incomplete. And they're going to go for a Hail Mary pass just to see if they can get this score down. The game is over. But let's see what happens. 5 seconds left in the game. possible interception. There is a flag on the play. The ball is incomplete, but what is the flag? Holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. Time has expired. The game is over. So there you have it. Game is over, and within 2 minutes of the start of this fourth quarter, the Eagles just allowed the Giants to take the game away from them. 2 touchdowns and a safety scored in very quick succession. And the Giants win this game by 13-22. And so the Giants will progress to the divisional championships, where they will play the Redskins if New Orleans win against San Francisco, or they will play the Chicago Bears if San Francisco win, and San Francisco will go to Washington. So that's the end of the first NFC wildcard game. Hope you enjoyed it, and our next match will be the AFC wildcard game, the Cincinnati Bengals against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Until then, good night.